paper one question: what if these people went there? What if they were genuinely committed to bringing the rule of law as they understood it? How could they have done it? In circumstances where the frontier is open, where the government can't keep control, where many of the threats to Aborigines came not from government but from settlers who were on the make, who were scared, who had interests, who had no restraints because the government wasn't doing it. And on the other side, the subject population lived in ways that socio-legal scholars can tell us, according to living law, intuitive law, their own norms, which had nothing to do with this stuff. I mention that partly because it's an important part of the colonial story, where defenders of the settlers still today say, look, nothing that is alleged against settlers could have happened because the British brought the rule of law, which is an absurd argument. They brought, and they may have believed in it, but it could not be either insisted on from above or for a long time understood or activated from below. It had nothing to do with the living law below. I mention that, and this now brings me to present concerns, because we now live in a time where arbitrary power is no less pervasive than any time in history, where my claim is it's a bad thing, institutionalising constraints on it might be a good thing, and where there's this kind of universalistic talk of rule of law and spreading the rule of law, and the results are very poor. All over the world, the results of rule of law promotion, which costs billions of dollars, which engages tons of people, many of them highly intelligent, committed, brave, has borne very little positive fruit. And if you just recall for a moment the colonial situation I just mentioned, many of those issues of the mismatch, the distance between the models hopefully brought by, now we're not colonizers, we're rule of law promoters, many of these problems have not gone away. And I want to mention two sorts or two domains of misconception. Of bringing the rule of law anywhere is not an easy business. There are a lot of hard facts on the ground. Many times you're trying it in post-conflict situations or situations where there's still conflict, where there are religious tensions, where all sorts of terrible things are happening. So it's hard. So you shouldn't be surprised if you're not doing well. But many of the problems are not the result of hard facts on the ground, but the results of our inadequate ways of thinking about them. Let me mention two. There's a dispute. One domain is the domain of ideals, and one is the domain of social context. In ideals, and Sana mentioned this long debate between proponents of thin theories of the rule of law. The rule of law is just a bunch of institutions associated with the rule of law, and thick theories. He said that's not enough. You've got to have human rights, democracy, whatever it is that's put in there. I think that the whole plane of that debate is inadequate, and I think that both ends are inadequate. Thin theories are never thin, because they're full of institutions which come from particular countries, usually the home where the rule of law is thought to have been practiced, and are then attempted to be foisted on countries which don't have a history. So they're not very thin. But they are also too thin. That is, thin theories, when they lead as motivators